My name is Kristine. Welcome to Spare Time at Home. This class is called Slow Flow Yoga. So let's get ready, get your mat, and let's get started. Okay, hi guys. So welcome. What slow flow is that I'm gonna have you hold your warrior sequence and stretches about 4 to 5 breaths. This will give you long enough to really settle into your posture, feel the strength and stretch from it, and actually be a little more challenging than just going through with just a breath or two. We're gonna start just seated for a moment so we can get the mind connected to our breath and body. So just sit for a moment. Remember, we have different styles of seats. You can sit up on something, or you can sit cross-legged, and let's just roll the shoulders a bit and your head. Should just be chin down or up or looking to the sides. If you can, circle. And if you're circling in one direction, just pause and change. All right, so I'm going to guide you first of all through just 3 deep breaths, and then we'll get up and get started standing. All right, so take a moment to breathe all the way out. Close your eyes and a slow deep breath into nostrils. You're going to breathe in to fill up your lungs to the top, all the way to the bottom, and pause and hold. Now breathe out slowly with control. And pause and hold. And breathe in. Palms to heart, inhale, sweep up. And exhale back to your heart. One more time, big fountain pose, breathe up. And breathe all the way out. Namaste, everybody. Okay, so I'm just gonna come up to stand at the front of your mat. When you're standing in mountain pose, some people like their big toes to touch with some space with their heels. Others like space like hips width. I practice with hips width. All right, so root down through your feet, shoulders back, and just feel tall. All right, we're doing just half salutes to begin. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale. Bend those knees a bit and bow forward. Inhale, flat back, hands on shins, breathe in. And take a deep breath out and breathe out. You can grab the back of your legs if you like. All right, and then sink your hips a little bit and swan dive up. Breathe up and palms to heart. It's breath and movement. Here we go. Inhale, sweep, and exhale, take a bow. Your palms can go through or wide. Breathe out and fold. Inhale, flat back. Breathe out and fold. Root your heels, squeeze up the belly, and pull up. All the way up. You can even look up and palms to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take a bow. Flat back, breathe in. Breathe out and fold. Inhale, sweep up. And palms to heart. All right, arms by your sides for a moment. Just feel that. All right, so we're going to now do the other half of our salute. All right, you can bring your knees down. Yeah, get those shoulders right, look forward and back here. Most of you, some of you may want to be in a full plank, going back and forth again to try to find just what's right. All right, hold that for 1. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out deep. You want to add on right knee to right elbow. And breathe out slow. Remember, yoga is deep and slow breathing. Good. Other side. Maybe you can stay in plank, knees down, or elbow to knee to elbow. Yeah, all right, good. And down dog. All right, just settle in your down dog for about a minute. And a minute can be about 3 to 5 breaths, depending on how long you breathe. You can pedal. You can push back. You can check your hands, right? You can grip or use all your finger mounts. All right, stepping your right foot forward to a high crescent lunge. All right, it takes a while. We're gonna have 5 breaths here. So you're gonna breathe up and then come up and down through your heel a bit. Yeah, notice just right where you wanna be. Maybe you sink lower, bend the knee. All right, just slow the breath down. Maybe you wanna take your hand to your knee. All right, stabilize it. Maybe hand to hips. Maybe palms to heart, or even up and slightly back. One more breath. All right, we're taking a prayer twist. All right, left elbow, if you can, outside your knee or thigh. So from here, thumbs to your sternum and open up to the side. Check into your back leg. Maybe open arms. Yeah? So palms to heart, option fingertips down on your mat. So you got lots of variations here. Open arms, yeah, one more breath. All right, plank pose, drop your knees, come all the way down. All right, we're gonna do a few back bends. Arms by your sides, float up. Slow your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Oh, cobra. All right, settle into that. Press the front of your feet, palms by your side. Remember, fingers below your shoulders near your chest. All right, and pull up. Breathe. Push your feet, pull up. Maybe look up. Back off, it's too much. And child's pose. All right, and just take a few breaths here. Arms could be back, arms up. Arms could be forward. All right, get ready for crescent on your left side. All right, so down dog. Take a moment, settle in. All right, left foot all the way forward. Take your time coming up. Checking into the back heel. Rooting your left foot, maybe check in. Tapping your knee, nice and firm. Remember your options, palms to heart, to hips, even up and back. All right, exhale, yeah? Elbow to knee or thigh. Check out your back leg. Palms to your heart, opening up, looking up to the side. Options, open arms for some of you, right? If you need your palms together for stability, press them. If you're wobbling, slow your breath down. All right, good job. Take a moment and plank pose. All right, those of you that want to drop your knees and come down through chaturanga or cobra, you can go to child's pose for your variation. Yeah. So most of all, you're going to take care of yourself through your practice. Move a little. You want to do another plank? Some of you might want to rest. All right, we're adding on to that flow. Here we go. This time, right leg up, bend and open. All right, most of you probably have your left heel really high. Try to push it down. Right knee up. Right shoulder down, lower belly in and up. All right, right knee to right elbow. You want to practice running man? Yeah, crazy fun posture. I might teach that in another class. Those of you that don't know it. All right, and then crescent lunge. All right, coming up again. I always give options, traditional lunge or hands behind the head, yeah? All right, you can stay here or exhale. Elbows to knee, yeah. Lower belly lifts, might even look at your navel, and then breathing up. It's cat and cow in lunge variation. Inhale up, woohoo! Get your root, yeah? And exhale, elbows to knee. Remember, breath and movement, one more time, breathe up. And plant hands. All right, coming through again, knees down, lower down, cobra, pull up. Hands can lift. Yeah, all right, and child's pose, take a breather. All right, my heart rate's up, I hope yours is, okay? All right, so down dog, setting up. All right, add some core work. Left leg to left elbow, fire hydrant first. Right heel down, left knee up, yeah? Check the shoulder and hip. Those of you who want to add elbow to knee, and crescent lunge. All right. So remember, you have several breaths here to come in. Those of you willing to challenge yourself with the variation of cat-cow lunge, get ready to go. Breathe in and exhale, elbows to knee. Breathing up, root your foot. Pull the lower belly in and up, lift your heart, look up, and exhale, elbows to knee. Inhale up, and exhale in. One more time, breathing up, and coming through. All right, again, Adding your vinyasa of choice, cobra or even up dog. Yeah. Heart leads in cobra and up dog. And down dog. All right, a minute here, down dog. You can move through it. You can lift a leg. You can flip your dog. Yeah. You can always add on. All right, and step forward to the front of your mat. All right, feet together, all the way together, knees together. All right, you're gonna sink and reach. Cobra. All right, so take a moment. You can tuck and thrust, check your toes. You wanna sit lower, you wanna come up a little higher. All right, prayer, chair twist. All right, remember the lunge? Same idea. You could be open arms. You could be using your palms to press. And then most likely your left hip came to the right, and so shift a little, yeah? All right, and inhale all the way up. And palms through heart, prayer twist. Yeah. Check in left hip, right hip, open arm twist, palms, breath, and all the way up. And take a bow. Separate your feet at least wider than hips width. Grab your toes, bend your knees, and forward bend. Just move a little. All right, and then move your feet out and squat. All right, so it's, yeah, Malasana. A lot of people come in and they're like this. You gotta move your feet wide. Wide is your mat. Yeah. You can use your elbows to widen. All right, open arm variation for some of you. Yeah, or just stay here. Very flexible shoulder yogis can do a bind. Just be careful with your shoulder that you're bringing back. So palm set back here. And open up the heart, yeah. Might be opened up enough for that for now. All right, and then take a seat, grab your toes and lift. All right, so elevated happy baby, chest up, belly back in and up. Yeah, you can extend legs. You can also bring them together, yeah. Lots of variations. It's a cute one. All right, let's go back to dog. So now we're going into some balance, yeah? So right leg up, right foot forward. All right, so the balance you're gonna get is going from standing one leg to your crescent lunge, yeah? So challenge yourself at your own pace for a few moments. You don't have to be at my pace. Some of you may wanna come up and kick out, you know, add airplane, yeah, and then crescent. All right, just challenge a couple more. Your own individual practice. Balance, maybe you're a warrior 3, yeah, and crescent lunge. All right, good job. Come back to the top. All right, right knee up, right foot back. Make sure you kick back far enough, yeah? So your front knee is not gonna get too much stress on it. All right, remember, be your own pace, breathing up, maybe an airplane. Watch the slower I go, the more control I have. Yeah. Doesn't matter what it looks like, right? It might be a windy day, and you're like, what's wrong with my balance today? It's okay. Just try to master your breath and your movement and be happy, all right, with it. All right, good job. Coming to the top, take a bow. All right, take a seat again. Lift your heels this time. All right, so let's sit back a little bit for you. All right, heels are up, you can straighten your spine. Here's another balance. Right arm back and look at your right thumb. Breathe it forward. Left arm back and forward. Open up. All right, we're gonna do that again with heels up. All the way up. Lower belly lifts, heart lifts. Revolve your arms. Revolve the arms. And breath up. And breath to open. And then just take a moment to sit again. Just wind down. And come down. And then soles the feet together. Yeah. I'm warm today. I'm warm today. You can always take time to a little sip of water if you have water near you. Okay. All right, if it isn't too much stress on your back, just tuck and roll for a moment. Into a nice little stretch. And if you're like, oh, I want a little more, just remember that elevated happy baby. You can come up again. So Narasana, our boat pose. I'm sure everyone in Pilates and in yoga have had our opportunity to do high-low boat. Of course, you can extend your legs. Arms can be forward. Probably the most challenging, right? Our arms up and legs up. So remember, it's your back. It's your abdominal work. All right, if you want to join in, we're going to do an exhale low and an inhale high. Right, you can just stay here. Yeah? Options for elbow to knee. There's always a challenge, right? Open arm seat. We've done this with our chair pose and our lunge pose. All right, cross legs and tabletop. All right, tabletop for cat-cow. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths. So go ahead and come into the rounded back. And you're looking at your navel. And take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, you're going to stick your tongue out and look up. So inhale and then exhale. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. All right, sit on back for a moment. So we're going into deep stretching after all the movement and balance, calming the mind again, and holding a posture for a while. So we're going to do half extended leg. So you're going to take your left foot on the outside. Most likely, a lot of you might need to put a blanket under your right hip. Yeah? And then you're going to take it backwards. Yeah. So some of you may just be right here. You're like, no way am I going to stretch that groin and quad. And then some of you are going to come all the way down. Yeah. Yeah. Variations, right foot on the mat and crossed over. So you might want to get up and look at that if you're curious, if you're really flexible. I had the half Vajrasana, half pose with a half butterfly on it. So it just makes this left groin deeper stretch. So if it's too much, back off. Yeah. Original extended leg. Maybe there's a block under you. All right, safely first, come up and help yourself out. All right, extended opposite leg. I had my left knee bent. So right foot on the side. Yeah. So I've gone through my 18 years of yoga with ACL tear and meniscus tear. So I'm very slow when I come on this side. It's not the same as my other side, right? My body's gone through some challenges. So if you have, take your time again. You might be surprised you're a little different on each side, and then the different variations. So that's a little tight today. So remember, take care of yourself, slow it down. You don't have to try to match each side. You don't have to force a stretch. Just breathe. So in a moment, we're gonna just do this with both knees bent. And there's no way you can do this part of the practice. You can always just go to bridge pose. All right, come on up, extend the leg, and let's start back to where we were seated with both knees. All right, 2 feet out, and then come backwards, yeah? So for runners, this is a #1 groin and quad stretch for runners, cyclists, pretty much any sport, yeah. I take my time again going back, and often I'll grab a block, which I think I'll demonstrate. Those of you that do not go at all the way down, it's an amazing stretch when you take your tall variation of your block and oh, it feels good. Open up the heart space. Right, then after some time you might, well, no, that's not challenging enough. I think I just need to go the lower one. Yeah, and there's that. And then some of you are like, no, but I don't need anything. You're all the way down. So again, you're practicing your own individual stretch. A couple more breaths here.
Remember, any posture that I share with you right now, you can always pause your video and hold it for 3 to 5 minutes, turning this into a yin practice of 3 to 5 minutes. All right, we're pretty warmed up from vinyasa, so our flow that gets a little bit easier. All right, so coming out, take your time into your down dog. All right, and then slowly, because that was a back bend, we need a counter posture into Uttanasana Ragdoll. And see what a lovely variations you can do. You can just sort of bend your elbows. You can take the hands behind the back. You can bend those knees. All right. And slowly rise up. All right. So we're going to wind down some more into our square pose that you might know pigeon from our vinyasa. So it's because we're running out of time, I can get both your hips stretched pretty fast. So in double pigeon. So knees as close as you can and feet flexed. Some of you can take your foot on top of your knee or on the outside. Again, blocks can be placed between the knee and your ankle, and then fold forward. This will open up your whole hips and lower back pelvic region, and what we've worked on with those postures prior. Again, just breathe and relax. You've got about a minute here. And don't forget to breathe. Slowing the breath down. All right, then we have one side, so we're gonna switch. Again, just take care of yourself. You don't need to wiggle out. And opposite leg, so I had the right, and you'll know right away, like, oh, now it's on the other side in case you forgot. And again, take your time. It could be props in between, square pose, foot in front. I offer the foot on top, but I'm telling you right now, there's probably 1 out of 5 people that that should be doing this, right? Like everybody else, like, no, it doesn't look like it's very safe on your knee, right? So if it's too much, put your foot in front. Okay, yeah. And breathe, release, let go. And then you can stay in this position, if you'd like, even into more of a half lotus pose, so we can get some shoulder stretches real quick. All right, so right arm under eagle arms. You want to pull up and away for the scapula and deltoids, but I'll pull in and pull away. And 2 breaths. And release opposite arm, left arm under. Big deep breath into those shoulders, and let it go. All right, arms up again, and then arms behind this time. So many people with really tight pecs or shoulders, maybe just the bent elbow variation, so you can get those shoulder blades to squeeze, and if you can, back and then all the way, if you can too, yeah? So you're gonna bend with wrists on the side and drop your head. Back and bend and drop. And back, and take a moment just to guide your eyes down. So if you want the yin style meditation, if your eyes are down at the tip of your nose, it's a soft place you can just sort of have this nice soft gaze. Also, if you want to sit up and have your eyes go up more, close your eyes and look up. All right, 3 last breaths together, taking a breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And 3rd one. Palms to heart. And just bow your head for a moment. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you got a
little bit of your heart rate up, at the same time a calm mind and feeling inspired to thrive in life. All right, namaste.